It's a really good football team. Offensively, they're leading the conference in rushing. Time of possession, they control the ball. Their quarterback is very experienced. Dylan Hopkins has played a lot of snaps for them, does a great job protecting the ball and running their offense. So it's a really tough physical offense. They want to come in and run the ball on you. So we got to do a good job defensively of stopping the run, slowing it down, because they're very talented. We got some really big and dynamic wide receivers, that can stretch the field vertically. So it's a really good team, man. And, they had a tough one last week. They're 2-2. They've already had their open date, so they've only played 4 games, but looking forward to this opportunity and this challenge to go down there. So open it up to you guys.
Morning, Coach. Sam Dowden here.
Morning, Sam. What's happening?
Not much. Hope you're doing well.
Outstanding.
UAB obviously, had a tough game at Rice this past week where Rice was able to get them off their game a little bit. What did you see breaking down that film that Rice did well that game to get UAB off of what they were trying to do?
I don't know. I mean, Rice is a really good team. I think Rice is very underrated. It's a tough place to play. They're going to do what they do. And, a lot of their games are close games, not only this year, but in years past. They did a good job. I don't know to say what they did to get them off their game, because I thought UAB played, good. They had a chance to win at the game. They had a sack fumble, there on the last play of the game, last couple plays of the game. So, they were right there to win it, had a chance to win it. And, but UAB was able to run the ball, had success running the ball. It's not like Rice went up and down the field on them, 28-24 is a close ball game.
You mentioned their defense, sticking out so much statistically. Is there a particular strength of the defense? Is there a particular unit that really excels for them, or is it sort of just an all-team effort?
I think it's I think it's their whole defense. They don't give up a lot of big plays. They don't have a lot of sacks. But they do push the pocket because they're so big up front, and then their linebackers run really well. And like I said, on the back end, they don't give up a lot of big plays. They keep the ball in front of you and make you go the long way. So I think it's probably, the group, all 11 of those guys on defense, playing, they've been in this system for a long time. Those guys have played a long time together, not so much together, but they've been in that defensive system for a long time. So they've all got a good understanding of what they want to do.
Coach, this is Chip Walters. How was how did y'all handle the weekend at playing on Friday, and how was your day? When did they bounce back pretty good?
Yeah. Normally Monday's our day off. So last week playing on a Friday, we met and worked on Monday, so then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Saturday was their day off for that week. So they just came in on Saturday and got treatment if they were injured, and then they got out of there or got out of here. And then we came back yesterday and started preparations here for UAB. And to answer the second part of your question, it was great. Our guys, we didn't play a great first half last week, got behind a little bit. We played a lot better the second half. we came back and fought, made it a 1-score game there with 5 or 6 minutes left in the game. And, we couldn't close it. We couldn't get it done. But I love this team. I love their attitude. They're going to work. They're going to come every day to work. We got good leadership on this team, and their attitude was good yesterday.
Hey, Coach, Chris Harris here. How you doing?
I'm great, Chris. How you doing, my man?
Wonderful, wonderful. Good to see you. I was wondering, from what you've seen on film, does this team look, the UAB team, look similar under Vincent as they did under Clark?
Yeah. To me, there's not many changes because, Vince had been the offensive coordinator there for the last 4 or 5 years. The defensive coordinator has been there for the same, amount of time or longer. So those two guys, even though when Bill stepped down, the schematically, offensively and defensively didn't change. You weren't bringing somebody in, that was completely different from what they'd been doing. So to me, it's the same schematic wise. It's the same offense, same defense. What they were doing when Bill was there. I'm sure, Vince has added some wrinkles here and there, his own philosophy, and then, how he handles a team. I don't know that, but they're still a tough, physical, hard-nosed team that plays hard every snap. And, so those characteristics haven't changed from Bill to Vince.
Cool. And then I said one other follow-up, kind of along the lines of what Chip asked you. Just what do you say to your guys about bouncing back after a conference opening loss?
Got to go, man. Got to go. It's one game, and we knew going in we were playing a really good team. We playing the best team in the conference, and we had a chance. We didn't get it done, and but we ain't going to hang our heads. We ain't going to pout, worry about anything but getting better and trying to correct our mistakes and get ready for this one right here. So, we lost the first one, we keep on going. It's a long year, and I'm not the least doubtful at all about this team. We knew going in we were playing a good team, and we didn't get it done. But that's it doesn't mean the season's over. We got to go, and we're going. So put that one behind us and move forward to the next one.
Cool. Thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir, my man.
Anything else for Coach?
Appreciate you guys. Have a great week. Appreciate you.
All right, guys, our student athletes this week, Jordan Ferguson and Chase Cunningham, and we'll get it all started with Jordan.
Morning, everybody.
Morning, Jordan. Sam Datton here.
How you doing?
Doing great. Coach just highlighted how strong UAB's rushing attack is. From what you've seen in film, as y'all broke it down this week, what do they do really well to get that part of their offense really humming?
So it's no secret that they like to run the ball a lot, and that's the strength of their offense this year. Really, they like to play really physical. From going over yesterday after watching UTSA film, they do a lot of 12 heavy where they use a big offensive lineman as a tight end, which gives them a bigger body end to move around a little bit, and they'll use a tight end as a yo back for the 12 heavy package to just try to get that movement. And they have 2 really good running backs that can pound and get downhill, and they're really good and they're bigger as well. So I know we're gonna have to be ready for that. We're gonna have to work hard, and the defensive line this week is gonna have to be ready to go because our offensive line is really good and they're big up front.
And while their passing yard numbers aren't that high, Dylan Hopkins does a good job of taking care of the ball as the quarterback. What does he do well that makes him effective in that offense?
Yeah, so I know they do a really good job with establishing the run first, which always takes pressure off the quarterback because they have something else to go to, and I know they do some play action, and they have Max protected a little bit with that 12 heavy package, and gives him more time to not get hit, which he does have a lot of time in the pocket to throw the ball. which will be another challenge for us up front. But he does good by getting the ball out and making some good throws. And I know he's a good player. He's from Tennessee, and we're going to be ready to play him.
Corey and Patterson's made a huge jump on the defensive side of the ball for y'all at cornerback. I know you're not in the DB room every day like some of his teammates, but what have you seen from him that's helped him make that jump so far this season?
I think one of the things I started last year is watching everything, not just watching defensive line or defense itself, or just watching my position. One thing I try to do since last year, fall camp, spring ball, try to watch the one-on-ones, try to watch the quarterback throw, just trying to get to know my teammates better. To see what they're good at. I don't know if they do the same, but I kind of like seeing those guys go to work every day. And just to speak on DeCorian, man, that's my little brother, and I took him under my wing when he first got here, and I love him to death, and I'm so happy for him that all his hard work is coming into play. And he battled some things last year. He's battling some things now, but he's continuing to go to work and to be that voice for that defensive back group. And I just tell him to stay humble, stay steady, and the sky's the limit for him. He's going to continue to get better. And I see him just taking coaching and just maturing, continuously mature into that role that he is wanting to be the best on the field. And it kind of motivates me as well as Zaylen Wood. They're playing at a really high level, and I feel like we other guys around him just need to step it up and help them guys out. I'm really proud of him. I'm going to keep telling him I'm proud of him, keep pushing him as well. He's going to keep doing good things this year, and I'm happy for him.
Anything else for Jordan today? All right, Jordan, thank you.
Hey, you guys have a great week.
All right, guys, now up quarterback Chase Cunningham.
What's up, guys?
Morning, Chase. Sam down here.
Morning, Sam.
Coach in his bit just now just highlighted the overall strength that UAB has on the defensive side of the ball. As you guys started breaking down the film yesterday and even a little bit before that, what have you seen or some of the things that they do really well defensively?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think schematically it's kind of going to be some of the same stuff we saw maybe this past week. And, obviously a lot of good players, very well coached, a lot of talent over there. So, we just got to keep doing what we've been doing and, try and focus on ourselves, get better, and let that take care of it.
I think pretty early in camp, Coach Stewart told me that y'all don't really have ones and twos, particularly a wide receiver. You just sort of have, groups that just come in and out with you. For you as a quarterback, what's it been like seeing the depth that that position room's had, as we've really got to see this past week against UTSA with a lot of different guys catching the ball?
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody in that room's talented. It's very fortunate for a quarterback to have a room like that and to get to throw those guys makes my job a lot easier. So, super blessed to get to throw those guys, a lot of talent, like I said, and they make my job a lot easier.
Yeah, Jalen Lane's been a guy that's been highlighted in this program for a long time because of his return ability, but he's really starting to break out as a receiver this year. What have you seen from him, through spring ball camp now that's helped him turn into the guy that can go get you 179 yards like he did this past week?
Yeah, Jalen's obviously one of the hardest workers on the team and that I've ever met. Great person, great teammate, great guy in the locker room. Everybody loves him. And, he's a special guy, special talent. He's still a young guy. So, he's just going to keep getting better and he's a great guy.
What's he like as a captain? The only captain on this team that's not a 6-year senior this year.
Yeah, I think that speaks a lot about him, his leadership ability and obviously what he does on the field. And, you guys don't really get to see off the field how he is, but, he's never going to be late to anything. Always one of the first ones there, great, motivator and getting the rest of the room going. And super blessed to have him as a receiver.
Anything else for Chase? All right, Chase, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, everyone. And as always, want to remind you we'll be back here next week as the Blue Raiders return home for homecoming against Western Kentucky on the 15th. All right, thank you. See you, man. Thank you.